2019 is stacking up to be another huge year for releases. With that said, we have 5 more shooters coming out in 2019 that look to be fantastic. If you missed the FPS version, we talked about that last time. This time we're deep diving on some third-person shooters and more, so let's go. If you liked Far Cry 5, then you definitely will like New Dawn. I won't spoil the ending of Far Cry 5, but let's just say you're going to get to explore Hope County in an entirely new way in this over-the-top follow-up. This game takes place 17 years after the events of Far Cry 5 and has many of the same characters carrying over. You'll have a ton of variety of weapons and gadgets to use as you take on the twin sisters who are fighting for control over Hope County. It's like a stylized Mad Max with a fair amount of attitude thrown in. The vibes from the trailer alone have me excited and remind us a bit of the flavor that Blood Dragon had back many years ago. Daybreak Game Company, the makers of Planetside and H1Z1, are back at it again with Planetside Arena releasing January 29th, really soon. Now, if you've played Planetside 2, you know that large battles, that's an understatement for that free FPS title. Huge scope. Arena is planning on having a 150 player battle royale for solos and teams of 3, and then a 250 versus 250 player mode. More modes are planned post-launch like TDM and CTF. So, as someone who put Planetside 2 on my best free FPS games list video a few weeks ago, I can safely say that this studio definitely has the experience for massive player count battles. I'm slightly nervous as those numbers are absolutely insane, but man, that just sounds awesome. Now, this game won't be free like Planetside 2. On Steam, it's retailing now for $20 with a $40 edition as well. But if this game can deliver a smooth experience, this will be an incredibly hyped game for the Battle Royale space and an FPS of 2019 that you do not want to miss. Before going further, an honorable mention goes out to Witchfire. Described as a combination of Bloodborne and Doom, very little is known about this title just yet, including if it will even come out in 2019, but when you combine those two things, it has me intrigued, and if it delivers on it, well, it could be a sleeper hit of 2019. Pretty straightforward here. Third-person looter-shooter goodness as Massive refines their investment series with a sequel. The key point being pushed on this game is the influence of community feedback. Massive have been very forthright about the important changes arriving in The Division 2, many of which are results of community feedback and involvement. Featuring 3 dark zones with significant changes, The Division 2 is really looking to push the series forward in many big ways. The setting of Washington, D.C. allows for more variety in the level play spaces themselves. The designers specifically have stated, this set piece has allowed for a much more diverse set of gameplay encounters to take place in The Division 2. Massive have also greatly improved the support for clans, co-op play, and have stated that finding groups to work alongside with in Division 2 will be much easier. Releasing in less than a month, I have very high hopes for The Division 2, and think it will likely be the investment shooter of the year if Massive can pull off all the improvements that they've been demonstrating in their marketing the last few months. And of course, releasing on the exact same day as Metro Exodus is Anthem. The last great stand for BioWare as we enter the world of EA's upcoming third-person investment RPG game thing. This title has been in development since 2012, let that sink in. So there are a lot of players and industry eyes watching this release closely, hoping for it to deliver. The game will have both single-player and co-op elements in this shared world, which can support up to 4 members per team. These teams will be fighting beasts and marauders while exploring lost ruins and experiencing massive world-altering terrain occurrences such as the Shaper Storms. It looks like a cross between Destiny, Warframe, and a more traditional RPG title. From the get-go, this project was very ambitious, and now players hope it can deliver on the goods. Fingers crossed that Anthem is a great game. The Gears series continues later this year with Gears of War 5. The Coalition are returning from the success of a very well-received Gears 4 in the 6th installment in the Gears series. This time around, Gears 5 will focus on Kate Diaz as she uncovers the origins of the Locust and Kate's family. Returning characters JD Phoenix and Delmont Walker are there to back her up, and yes, good old Grandpa Marcus is also tagging along. In addition to a fun and challenging single-player campaign, players can expect a robust PvP multiplayer mode alongside the ever-loved and super replayable Horde mode, wave-based PvE survival at its finest. Gears 4 was a great title that was easy to sink quite a bit of time into, and the Coalition have done a nice job at carrying the torch forward for this series. And thanks to the Play Anywhere program, PC players can get in on the action too, as well as those Xbox players. And with that, we have come to the end of yet another 5 awesome best 2019 shooters releasing this next year. Obviously, there are still more titles and unannounced goodies to be shown, so if I missed a game you're excited about this next year, please let me know about it in the comments below so it can be featured in an upcoming video. 2019 is shaping up to be a fantastic year for games, especially February, so get ready and start saving now. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe for more. Follow me over on Twitter at BBKDRAGOON. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk with you again very soon.